Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about Late Night with the Devil. Yeah! And since Halloween's almost around, and do you know how I know that? It's not because I looked at the calendar this week. I barely look at the calendar unless someone's telling me what month it is. I know it's almost Halloween, and I know that it's not October because it's September. It's because there's Spirit Halloween stores opening up, coming back, and I'm looking around, I'm like, oh yeah, my favorite holiday's coming up. Damn straight. That's right, Halloween. And I know that because of Spirit, and that told me what month it was. I'm playing, but that seeing Spirit Halloween, I'm like, ooh, I'm in the mood for something scary, something spicy. And there was a movie that came out called Late Night with the Devil that I didn't get a chance to see, but I seen it just recently, and we're gonna get into it. This movie was set in the late or mid 1970s, talking about a late night show host who's obsessed with fame that led him down a dark path of sacrifice and torment. Ooh, it's already spicy. And let me tell you, this movie definitely delivered. Even though it's set in the 1970s, I did appreciate the theme of what this movie was going for. It went back and forth from black and white to regular color. It reminded me of Oppenheimer, and it was beautiful. I loved how every time the host was talking, it showed the behind the scenes of what the host was going through, and each time he was being tormented. And this movie was just that, a tormented film. It showed us the main protagonist who's clinging onto his fame in a cult that is actually based on a real cult in America, but it's all fictional. It's not fiction. It's all fictional. It's all of his fakes, but it is based on a real cult though. And it led him down to his fame because he was on the roof. He was on the top of his game with his late night host, but it went down. So he needed a new move. He started sacrificing someone important, and the movie focused around that. And it goes from him being on the top to be on the bottom, and his sacrifice was supposed to make him rise to the top, but it didn't work that well, did it? So then he's being tormented by his sacrifice, and the movie just focuses on that. But where it really shines is the camera work and how it goes back from black to color. And when it goes from black, it shows behind the scenes when the camera goes off, when he's done being a show host. He's talking to his producer, the owner of the studio, talking about the ratings, what he's gonna do. And each time he's talking, he's getting more nervous, he's getting annoying. All that information in his head is pushing him to pressure. And then his biggest night is talking to this girl who's been possessed. But the girl knows him because she's possessed by this demon, and the demon remembers him, and it's so good. The girl in the movie did a great job portraying the demon. It was so clean. She said something in there. She said, I know what you did. And I'm like, ooh, what? Oh, we were talking in tongues. And he's just tormented by his sacrifice. And it's just going back and forth with that, with beautiful camera work, and how it shows two cameras representing the studio cameras, showing that and preparing for the show. It was beautifully cut. It was a great film. This movie I think it got 97 on Rotten Tomatoes. Perfectly made. Fun fact, this movie was released in 1,034 American theaters in the US, which is lower than last year's film, Five Nights at Freddy, which was released in 3,675 theaters last year, which is a very low difference. But they had a budget of $150,000, which is significantly low than most films, and it made back $2.8 million in the box office, which is pretty great for a film. I love it. What a great scary movie. It's not like shivering scary, but it is scary. It's like, ooh, it shows you the consequences of sacrifice and going beyond just the sacrifice to a demon and what can happen. And he's being tormented by that, so that's what makes it really scary. And the story's great, and the ending, oh man, the ending, it's a mind twister, because the ending, it leaves you on, did he really do that? Did that really happen? It makes you question. It's not gonna give you like, here's the answer. So it lets you think at the end, which I really like. So this movie definitely gets a 9 out of 10 from me, and I highly recommend to watch Late Night with the Devil either this October this September. Should get a little costume going at Spirit Halloween. Get a little festive with the movie. I ain't really tripping, but the movie is great. You should definitely consider it. I give it a 9.10. This has been Mr. Q. Have a beautiful day.